I'm here at James Wales's trailer park garden, and he's having a little... Whaley, Wales. All right, man.
No, what are you doing?
I brought some nibbles, man.
You know I don't like those. Take those
They're
away.
not them. They're quite good.
I'm very ill. What are you doing here?
How are you, man? You all right? What's going on?
I'm...
You're not well,
Do you know,
man.
I find that when people ask you, you've got terminal cancer, and people
Don't
ask
ask them
you
how they are,
how they are, is really
because
annoying.
you'll get the right answer. Do you remember when we met? Do you remember?
You were an engineer.
Yeah, 1995, and they said we want to put you with James Wales, and I said, what, the director of Frankenstein, the 1930s horror movie? It's great. And they went, no, the rudest man in broadcasting. But I still thought it was great, because when I was a young kid, I used to watch your TV show. Yeah.
And you've been with me ever since.
Yeah, well, that's contractual.
How did
they
I
tried
not get
a few
rid of
times.
you?
They tried, but they couldn't get rid of me.
But you know, Chuck, probably the best producer we've had.
He is. I mean, we should have had him years ago. It would have been.
Yeah, but we couldn't keep
afford him.
producers on track.
No.
How did we keep you on track?
Well, that's amazing. Yeah, well, we got rid of all the other producers, so there was only me left. Do you remember? It was just me and you doing the show.
It was for a while until you messed it up.
But yeah, we had quite a few interesting. Do you remember when the bomb squad turned up and I got in trouble for staying in the building with you because you made me? They evacuated the whole of Oxford Street around our building, and you said no, we carry on with the show. And I went out. I thought, well, this is a good time to have a fag in the stairwell. And there was a copper there, and he said, I can't go back in. And there you were, just left on air. And
Look,
then the bosses heard. I wouldn't give him my name either, because back then you didn't have to. There was no terrorism acts. But
You were not.
that was your fault, though.
That was not my fault.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that we were being held up by a bunch of terrorists. I did what anybody would do. I locked the doors. You went
With me in it.
Yeah, but you ran out.
Well, because I needed a fag. It was very stressful.
You ran out the building, and I'd locked all the doors.
I couldn't get back in.
Eventually, I'm heading down the highway to wherever.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do then?
Yeah.
When I'm not doing.
Well, can we have an AI whale? Surely now's the time that they could make one. Use this footage and that, and.
Well, could you make it?
Well, I couldn't make it, but I could operate it once it's, they make the software.
Why can't you
to
make
do everything I tell it? This is a good idea, actually, yeah. Do you remember when you had a murderer who you were next on the list, and a crazed Iranian murderer? And you met him, actually. You cut him off, and then he met you in the car park, but you didn't know he was a murderer at that stage. And then
he got us all killed.
He murdered 2 surgeons in Leeds, and the police said you're next on the list, didn't they? And they said, you said, what are you going to do? And they go, well, we're just telling you. I mean, they don't even help you out. You couldn't even carry your bow and arrow.
Well, I could carry it, but they said I couldn't shoot the guy, and it seemed a bit pointless.
Exactly.
If you couldn't use it.
And then we got a letter saying, oh, we're releasing him from prison just to let you know. And that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. Do you remember you couldn't do it now, but we had a lot of politically incorrect names like the newsreader Nicky Knockers.
Sorry, hang on. I'm just chilling in the garden, relaxing.
Well, I was just where's the crisps gone? Here we go. Have another crisp. Yeah.
I'm reminiscing in the garden. There was never anybody called
No, it was just a reflection
Knockers.
on the different times. I remember the travel was the guy who did the traffic news, and we actually got an official complaint from him, which was unusual. People didn't complain about it. He was ahead of the times in 1997. And of course, there was the phone operative. Oh, I still can't remember her name, just a name on air, Sugar Lips. Producers, Dominatrix, Butch Bavin, Pretty Peter, Sebastian, Jonathan.
Did we give people these names?
Well, you did, I think, in the main. Yeah.
Would have been my fault.
Yeah, because you come from an even earlier time, the 70s, when that was whole part of the thing, wasn't it? Really, you sort of discovered Derek Acora because he first came on our show, and the board would fill up with old ladies, and he'd say the same, could do 3 hours, just him doing calls, and we'd just sit there like that. And you'd hear him going, oh yeah, your dog's got a problem with its ears, hasn't he? Well, it hasn't at the spirit world, I'll tell you that. And then they'd go, well, no, the dog never had, I never had a dog with an ear problem.
Derek Acora was quite interesting.
He was strange, wasn't he? He was a bit strange. You heard the story? He attacked Dr. Dave Bull. He attacked him and strangled him. And he said it was because Spirit had taken over him. It wasn't his fault.
I thought Dave Ball was still alive.
Anyway, man, this is the first in a series of chats with me and James Wales.
I can assure you it's not.
Go on, have a crisp. Go on, bubbler. So have you anything to say about how great it is that to be working with me for all these many years? It must have been amazing for
Do you know, I tried to find something to put in the autobiography.
But oh, yeah.
I couldn't find one thing good
There's more pictures of his horse than me. There's not one picture of me. There's a picture of his horse.
say about you
Yeah, nothing.
in the autobiography.
At least a little picture. Anyway, man. All right? Thanks for a great 30 years. I'm going to miss you, Bubba.